My name is Topson. I play Dota 2 for Team OG and I play midlane. And I live in Finland, I'm 22 years old, and my biggest achievements have been winning TI8 and TI9. So I started playing Dota when I was about 8 years old, and I got introduced to it by my brothers. And back then I just played 1v1s against my brothers or 2v2s. And back then I didn't know any English, I didn't know what the spells do, but I just kept playing and just learning by doing things. And what kept me motivated really is that I wanted to be better than my brothers. I'm a very competitive person. Dota was just amazing for competitive experience. Dota requires a lot of hours to put in. You basically have to sacrifice all your social life and basically everything else you're doing in life to become a successful Dota player. And it's also my parents weren't supportive about the decision, and they always try to reduce the amount I play. And yeah, that was probably one of the hardest things I had to overcome. So at the beginning of my career, it was I had a lot of haters and people doubting me, and it was hard times for myself also. I was just new to the scene. Basically, I didn't have a lot of experience. I was just a young kid. I didn't really know much about Dota myself. I was just good at the game in pub level, and so it was also really hard for me to keep believing in myself that I'm good enough to be a pro player. But I had such a good support from my friends. They always back me up. They always tell me that I'm good enough and I just need more practice and I'll be at the top, and it really helped me going. So 2017 summer, we had a summer break from school that's around 2.5 months long. I decided to move to my brother's place during the summer just to focus on playing Dota, because at home I had a very limited amount of hours I could play because my parents wouldn't allow me to play enough. So I just decided that I want to go there and see if I can really improve a lot, even in 2-month period. And so what ended up happening is that I climbed the ranks really fast, and so I decided that I want to take a 1-year break from school and really just try to become a professional player during this year. And yeah, then I just streamed a lot, I played a lot of pubs, and I ended up being rank 1 at the end of the year. It took me less than 6 months to get to the highest ranks, and then it was just about waiting for the opportunity to get into a team and people recognizing me. And so what happened is next summer, 2018, I got a message from Jerax that OG is looking for new players, and I was one of the people they were looking at. So he was like, yo, if you are interested, we might want to give you a shot. And I was like, yes, I'm very interested in it. And I was in a disbelief that I would be able to play for OG. And so what ended up happening is a couple of days after that, I had to fly for bootcamp for TI Open qualifiers and to play for OG. Okay, so our first bootcamp with OG. So it was just a couple of days after I got the message from Jesse that I would be joining OG and boot camping with them. And I was very nervous at first. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel confident in myself that I would be able to play for a team like OG with all these great experienced players. But my fears and being uncomfortable really went away just in a couple of days of being with the boys of OG, because they're just they're very caring. They really took me in as one of them straight away, and they considered me as straight away equal player, and they always ask for my opinion on the game, and it made me feel like I'm good enough, and that they really value my opinion. In this course, I'll be teaching you how to play mid lane from my perspective, starting from the drafting and going to the laning phase and all the way until the late game. If you really want to improve in this course, I recommend you to take your time with each of the subjects and really digging deep into what I'm trying to explain them and then implementing them in your own games.